too old for CrossFit. Past my prime.
Little man's not good with big weight.
All right, guys, Ackerman and Fern here for best hour of their day. We are dropping in today at 12th State CrossFit. Fern, let's take them on a tour.
Yeah, this is going to be fun, guys. We did the workout already. We're going to show you guys around, but two things that are super evident in this gym: very hospitable, really, really clean, really nice looking gym. So we're super happy to show you guys around.
Today we have Jason and Jason joining us. Working out.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having us.
It's freezing. Can you see my breath?
We don't have any questions. Let's grab a bar. 0 to 90 seconds. We're going to do 2 hang cleans plus 1 clean. The hang can come from anywhere from the hip to the knee. A lot of people are just like a mid hang right above the knee. And then you can drop it and do your normal clean from the floor. Then when the clock hits a minute 30, you're just going to do 1 clean and jerk. A few stipulations here. We're going to do squat cleans for comp and power cleans for sport. If you start with squat cleans here, you're staying with squat cleans here. No questions. We're going to move to our Metcon 3 rounds for time. 50 double unders, 20 chest bar pull-ups, 5 squat snatches.
Single unders are hard. Not used to this cold. You like it special? You get cold? You got like 8 layers on. 1, 2. Give me one of those layers.
Yes. Gotta layer it up, baby. Drop. Good. One more. We're gonna go all the way down to the bottom of our squat. Dip. Drop. Looking good, guys. Elbows down.
So they're doing heavy day, so they're going to do some cleans and then they'll do a Metcon afterwards. I'm going to scale the heavy. I'm not going to squat. We squatted this morning. When we do the Metcon, I probably won't squat there either. I'll probably do a power snatch. But they did a good job laying this out as far as what options you have available. There's pretty much something for everybody here, which is really, really nice. It's very, very inclusive. The other thing this gym does really well and nicely, the branding in here is really clean. So if you look, 12th State, they have a ton of pictures of their athletes up on the top rails here. Very, very consistent branding from all the way from the outside. When you walk in the lobby, when you walk in the gym, consistent branding all the way through. So there's not a ton of extraneous, random brands in the gym and stuff like that, which just makes this really, really nice when you walk in here. It's just you know exactly what gym you're at. The other thing that you'll see a lot of different gyms is how they store their barbells, whether it's vertically like this, or when we're at Invoke, they do them horizontally. After 10 years, I would tell you that storing them horizontally is the most efficient way to do it, because if I store them horizontally, or storing them vertically is the most efficient. If you store them horizontally, you generally have to mount them on a wall, which means you're going to forfeit a ton of wall space. So when you're thinking about how to store your barbells, this is generally the most efficient way to store them, is in those vertical stacks. Rogue makes them. You can have somebody make them for you, but you can fit a whole lot of barbells in a very small space, and you can move them around at that point. So if you got a ton of barbells like they do here and they do it in Invoke, something you should think about.
3:30 on Mondays, Maroon Monday, every week. Has been for 15 months now. Only here. Only here. Yeah, and only this class. The 4 other classes don't wear maroon.
Unless I really have to poop right now. If I poop during this workout, cut it. Edit it out. Warm? He's young still. He's young still. Notice how he purposely never opens his hips.
How you feeling?
All day, baby.
Woo.
Yeah, it's cool how we're doing 2 different workouts really. They have a comp and a sport similar to Invoke, and we're doing one which is more barbell, and over there they're doing a little more of a gymnastic workout with sit-ups, air squats, and some Russian kettlebell swings, but it's in the similar time domain, so everybody's still working out together. Look at Fern. Right on his toes the whole time. Right on his toes. It's impressive. It's impressive how strong he is considering his form is lackluster.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Edit that middle rep right out. Make it look smooth.
This is the exact opposite of the games documentaries because you guys get to see 2 mediocre people do fitness.
Hair's going up.
Listen, I'm not happy about it. I just committed and it's happening, so I'm not about man buns.
Okay.
Almost tore my hands a little bit. Got soft, so I had to switch to a regular hipping pull-up. Hey, knuckles down. There you go. So, if you guys just saw, like Jay was snatching the bars, like coming away from his body a little bit. A really simple cue for that is like tell the athlete where to put their knuckles, right? So if they keep their knuckles down, they tend to be in this high elbow position. The longer their knuckles are forward, it's very likely that the bar is far away from their body. So if they start swinging the ball up front, just cue them to go knuckles down.
Good workout. Has a lot of grip and shoulders. I'm happy with it.
How long have you been here, Wanda?
I just passed my 1 year anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's badass. So here's what I'm gonna tell you guys. I've had an affiliate for 10 years, been doing this almost 12. And if you could take people like Wanda, bottle them up and then replicate them in your gym, you have like literally the best community ever. She's that person you want in your gym. I came in here, she immediately like said hello, like basically came up and gave me a hug. We've never met before. I'm like, if those are the people you can get in your gym, like that is what makes like a really kick-ass community. So, and 1 year.
1 year.
That's legit. What did you do anything before this?
I did. I started down CrossFit BU, Pensacola, Florida, giving a shout out to them.
Nice.
So started there. This is my 4th year total. So
Very cool.
Then just moved up here about a year ago. Been here ever since.
Oh gee, I like it.
Absolutely.
Very
Absolutely.
cool. What do you like about? What's your favorite thing about this box?
First thing when I walked in, someone said, "Hey," and I was pretty much sold. It's all about the people, the community. They were welcoming. They said, "Come on in." Everybody's competitive, but it's a family, so we're all
It's cool to
always
be
together.
competitive. You can joke
Yeah, but deep down, we all are. We're side eyeing each other. Like, you can go more, you can go
I
heavier.
was definitely trying to beat you on this for sure.
All right, we're here with Coach Kendall from 12th State CrossFit. You just coached the 3:30 class, and Fern and I destroyed. So I thought one thing you did that was really interesting and pretty cool from a coaching perspective is during the EMOM, or 90 seconds, every 90 seconds, we were doing some lifting, and you kind of staggered the class saying like, hey, the front half, you're gonna go on the 0. You guys in the back, you're gonna go on the 30 seconds. What was your reason for doing that?
I'm used to coaching pretty large classes. That was probably like a smaller class than what I normally coach. So usually I'm coaching classes up to like 20 people, and it gives me a good way to split up the class and give cues to more people and give attention to more athletes. That a little bit.
What cue did you find worked best for Fern pulling off of his toes the majority of those cleans? Did you give him like stay in your heels, or did you just accept it? Like at some point you just accept, poor movement pattern.
I like to give, for that kind of key, I like to say stay through your whole foot. So you're not getting an athlete that actually does go on their heels, and then you have to fix that problem.
Smart coaching. It's not heel. It's not heel. It's not ball. It's midfoot.
How do you balance who you're watching and who you're coaching when you have a more complex Olympic lift versus sit-ups and Russian kettlebell swings?
So generally, if I'm the only coach on staff, I'll go over and get fitness warmed up. I watch like the movement patterns and stuff throughout the warm up and make sure they're okay to get going and they know what they're doing. And then we switch up most of our focus over to the Olympic lifting. And then I'll check in on like fitness every once in a while.
I think it's cool that you guys do them both together though. Like a lot of gyms are separating those groups, like a boot camp or something like that, and they'll do those separately. But I thought it was cool that like once we finished the first half, we just got everybody in and into that net, which was nice. So I thought it was a good balance. I thought it was a great class. Like you did a good job balancing like the people that were in there. Like we got a lot done in the hours. So it was good.
Yeah, and I think the way you staggered that lifting in the beginning made us feel like you're always watching us.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't just float by on a set. And great community, great vibe. Everybody was super friendly.
Yeah, I thought I really dug the vibe in there. It was good. And then like she did a good job basically taking the class and splitting them in half. So essentially she went from, I don't know, we had like 10 people in the class. Basically she made it from 10 to 5 realistically was all she had to look at when it was on the barbell. So that was smart. Good job.
Just allows me to help more people.
Yeah, easy trick that everybody can be doing, staggering your class start times and you can see more people.
So cool. Thanks for the awesome class. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
When you were preparing to have us here, I know you're doing this with your husband. It's a family affair.
It is.
How is that when it comes to owning and running a business?
It's so much fun to own it with my husband.
She's lying.
No!
Nobody's ever said that.
No,
He's
we
owned
are
a business with his
opposites.
wife. I've owned one with my wife. We know you're lying, but go ahead, lie to the listeners.
It's the truth. We are opposites in every way. I'm organized. He's the creative doer, so we work as a team to execute everything. We've had such a fun journey, and we're so grateful to be owners, as well with Dale Quirk. He's our other co-owner.
How long have you guys been open?
5 years. We just hit 5 years this year.
And have you been at this location the entire time? It's really nice and sleek, right, Fern?
Yeah, so we're going to show you guys this gym is very, very nice looking. It's clean, everything's organized well. So like when we came in, Hannah was here literally and greeted us as we came in. So they have a front, you guys always have a front desk person?
We're extending my hours. Not all the time.
But it's cool that you have one. I know when Nate came in, like,
for about 8 of the hours.
Yeah,
the peak
that's
hours.
I mean that's a lot, which is cool for peak hours too. So when you and I were talking out there, because we were talking about some of the branding and some of the stuff that you guys have rearranged, like it wasn't this, and you guys will dig the space when you go out there and look at it, but it wasn't always like this organized and nice, was it?
It's with time. We've worked really hard to make it what our athletes would like, to make their experience enjoyable. So we've evolved and make fun seating areas, really gotten our energy in the gym, making it clean, lots of equipment, just making sure everybody has.
Aesthetically, this is far more pleasing than most CrossFit gyms that you'll go into. So like clearly that's a focus for you guys.
Yeah.
Especially
The
things like
shiplap.
that. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Everybody needs a shiplap wall.
The wall there just makes it look pretty. You know, like Fern said, you can tell when you walk into especially a CrossFit affiliate, and it's actually clean. It's really nice. We're here with the owner of 12th State CrossFit, Cliff Kohut. Cliff, former regional athlete.
Yes.
Talk to us about what it's like being such a competitive athlete, but also owning a box.
I think I initially started off as a competitive CrossFitter / business owner, and I've slowly switched that to where now I call myself a business owner and more of a casual CrossFitter. And I think that the focus of my life with the little one and with my wife Hannah has allowed me to make that switch to be a little more focused on the business side and maybe not spend as long in the gym training 2 or 3 hours a day and switching over to just mostly running the gym. So
What have you noticed about like just in general since you made that shift, like in the business or in the gym?
I think it just parallels exactly with when people switch their focus in the gym and say, I'm going to go all in, I'm going to train 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day from the 1 hour a day they were training. They see a ton of results and they start climbing. My business has done the same thing. So when I've switched back and said, I'm only going to train an hour a day, I'm going to train with the class, it's really allowed me to kind of bump up the what we're doing here in the operation wise.
Do you always train with the class?
Yes, 5 a.m. Yeah, so I'll jump with the 5 a.m. class
dig it.
bright and early, and then if I don't get in then, it normally doesn't happen, so I got to sneak it in at 5 a.m.
But what separates 12th State CrossFit from all the other boxes in Raleigh?
I think it's our strive for excellence. It's not just the community, it's not just the programming, but it's everything that we do, from how we keep our facility clean to the attention to detail that we have in not the programming, but with the follow through with the lesson plans for the coaches and whatnot. It's that back end stuff that we found that's made a huge difference for our members. So maybe not community, maybe not programming, we still think that stuff's good, but more of that strive for excellence that we kind of push down to our coaches.
It's definitely evident when you walk in the door that you guys are really attentive to the details, which is, I mean, the facility is immaculate, and it's like the first thing I noticed when I walk in. Everything's organized, it's clean, it's simple. As owning an affiliate for 10 years, I can appreciate that. So well done, it was good.
Thank you, Fern.
Yeah, it pops out as soon as you walk into this facility, guys, is they have a really nice kind of front desk area, this kind of lobby area, which if you can do anything that looks like this, even if it's like some sort of table set up, or like do the pallet wall, they have these cool coasters, just like little things like that, but just a place that kind of looks like a lobby, particularly if you have new people coming in, people that have never done CrossFit, like it's generally not a good idea for them to kind of walk into the mayhem that can be the gym where there's barbells flinging around.
Super intimidating.
Yeah, super intimidating. So this is a really nice setup. Again, this is becoming very much a theme. So they also have kind of physical therapy here as well. So again, if you guys can pair fitness training with physical therapy, like I cannot recommend it enough, because those two things just go very well together. And you're gonna have athletes that are gonna get dinged up. So you might as well have a specialist in-house that can take care of them. So this is super cool. So they have a plaque up here, and this is 12th State CrossFit was built on the dedication and effort of its members. Our gratitude is extended to the following people attending 500 classes. So this is a super cool idea that if you can steal this and really showcase the people that have that dedication, who've been around for a long time, it's just a really awesome way to do that. So that's a very nice touch. I dig it.
I don't know if this is 1 or 2 ply. I feel like this is 1 ply. I feel like, is that 2?
I feel like it's 2.
It's not quite the most fancy toilet paper, but it'll do. Plus I didn't poop here, so
There's
it's
some in there, but they have really nice showers in the gym. So if you can do anything to kind of spruce up the showers, do that. All the color schemes are they're very clean. It's consistent all the way throughout the gym. They don't have a bunch of random banners hanging out all over the gym. And there's a lot of open floor space here. So they've done a good job just making this space really clean logistically. So they have a lot of open space to do whatever format they want. So they have just this room in here, which is kind of like a general locker room. It's not like guy or girl specific, but but like it's AC and heat or temperature controlled in here, so people can put all their stuff in here. Because if you guys don't have an area for athletes to put their stuff, all of the stuff here that's in here on the floor ends up all over the gym, and it's a mess and it's a hazard. So if you can have somewhere for people to put their stuff, figure out how to make that happen, because it makes the gym look very, very clean. So this is just generally a good idea. Having this stuff organized saves you a massive amount of time from a coaching standpoint. When you tell people to go grab dumbbells, go grab wall balls, go grab kettlebells, it's very, very obvious where whatever weight they want is, and people aren't like messing around and dicking around trying to find the right dumbbell and all that stuff. So if you can get this stuff super, super organized, you can turn a 3-minute evolution into 45 seconds, because everybody walks over to stuff like this, they're all color coded, everybody knows what the weights are. So the more organized you can make that, the easier it's going to make your life from a coaching standpoint. You'll be able to keep your lesson plan intact.
Yeah, and it's also a one-time deal. You don't have to do this every day. And we all have the athletes like Susie, who's like, which one's 35? Damn it, Susie, grab the orange one.
Oh, the other thing that's cool is actually this merger. This is so we literally just recently did this in our gym. So they have Sonos systems hooked up in this gym. So if you're not familiar with sound systems, look into Sonos. You can have this a little bit more elaborate setup, or you can just buy the speakers and you can set the speakers up. So in our facility, we have like 3 gyms, and you can hook all those up separately, and they can play separate music, or they can play all the same music, but you can run it from an app in your phone, or if you're going to be really, really fancy, you can run it off of your watch if you have an Apple Watch, so your coach doesn't have to go back and forth to play around with the radio and stuff like that.
So it's little things too that don't necessarily cost a lot of money, but add a ton of value. I mean, your members come to the box, they want A, good music, and B, good sound. Sonos is an easy, like Fern said, you could do crazy expensive, or you can go a little lower budget, but it's still going to provide good quality music for the members.
We feel like we are family here, so that's why I agreed you all. I want you to feel like you're part of our family here while you're in your stay. And that's super important, that everybody just feels loved, and I can help them out in any way. Not just me, all of our coaches and our members.
And you know what? I'm feeling like family because you've invited us over for dinner tonight.
Yes, I actually have made chicken pot pie if you'd like some.
Chicken pot pie? That's like one of my favorite meals. I never get to have it. So yes, dinner at the, how do I say, Cohuts?
Cohuts, yeah.
Dinner at the Cohuts tonight, chicken pot pie.
Everybody's invited.
Everyone's invited.
Come on down, enjoy some dinner with the family.